Bootstrap, Pager and Pagination. So this is the thing that we are going to learn today in this tutorial. I hope that you will be liking this tutorial, so stay tuned. Hello and welcome to another new episode of Learning Simplified. Today we will be going to learn about Bootstrap, Pager and Pagination classes and all those required things those are needed. So this is the part that we are going to focus today. That means this pagination part. We are going to learn a lot about this. Now let's get straight back to our project. Here, first of all, we have created a div class container, fluid banner 11, and we have created a row inside and a call sm12. That means we have consumed up to all of these 12 grids over here. We are going to create an eval class. First of all, just create, and the second one will be next. And here we have provided a hashtag. Now if we just get back to our page and reload, we can see that this is a list item, an unordered list item that has been created. Now if we just create here inside this eval class, we are using this class Pager. Get back to your project, reload. That due to usage of this class Pager, we have produced successfully two horizontal buttons here, previous and next button. Now if just press F12 and select these buttons, and you can practically see that eval class Pager, there goes your stylings over here dot pager. And if we just click on into this list item, we can see that display is inline. Whenever you click on this ahref option inside, you can see that this is the display inline block. There goes the display inline block, there goes the padding, there goes the background color, due to which this background color is practically being produced over here. And of course there is a border radius of 15 pixels that we can see. This is the border radius. This part is practically being produced due to this border radius option over here. So this is the class that has been used over here, and due to usage of this class Pager, all of those elements inside those things, fine stylings, those are being used into your page. Now the question is, we want two icons over here. We are using the first one is ampersand LARR. That means left arrow prior to this previous button, and I'm using ampersand right ARR. That means this will be the right arrow. R stands for right and ARR stands for arrow. Now I'm just providing a space in between. I want to create some space. Get back to your project and reload, and now you can see that these two icons have been generated. Now instead of using this one, suppose I am using, those two arrow signs have been changed over here. Here goes the first arrow sign, here goes the second arrow sign. That means these arrow signs are getting changed. So this is the thing that you need to understand here. Now we'll see how to create a disabled class. That means the previous button, it will be disabled in nature, but the next item, it will be active. So that is why we are getting back to our project, and here we are using this list class disabled. Come back over here, reload, and now you can see that on mouse hovering, this icon is practically getting changed to a red circled one with a cross sign. That means this button, previous button, it has been practically disabled. Here we can see that we have used a container fluid. That means this will be along the whole device width, and both of these buttons, previous and next buttons, those are practically aligned into the center. So what if we need to spread them in the two opposite ends of your display device width? So that is why we are getting back to our project, and here we are using this previous class, and here we are using this next class. All these things are practically defined. So reload, and now you can see that both of these buttons, those are now widespread, those are now practically hanging into the corners of your entire div container fluid. Here you can see that the previous button, it is practically hanging into the extreme left, and this next button is practically hanging into the extreme right. And if this is a mobile responsive preview, then what will happen? Check it out. Press Ctrl Shift M. Come here, you can see that this is the 320 by 480 pix device display, and still those are getting widespread into opposite ends. So this will be the ideal display that we can observe over here. This is the ultimate result that you can see over here. Now the question is, we want to use something more specific, something like as we have seen in case of pagination process. That means there will be a 1, 2, 3, 4 and a next and a previous button, and all of them are working properly. So if we want to make a front-end design of this thing, then all we need to do, instead of using a pager class, we will be now using a pagination class. Here it is. Now all we need to do, we need to remove these previous or next items that we have used so far. We don't need this kind of things over here. I am just going to copy this one, and here press Ctrl S, get back to your project and reload, and now we can see that a pagination class has been produced. Press F12 and see what is stating here. We have pressed this ahref directly, so we can see what is going on here. Pagination list, a hover. This is the property, first property. This will be the color. This will be the background color, border color. All of those things are practically being depicted over here. For which case it will be doing all those things. You can see that these are the classes. Those will reflect these changes. So you need to all time, whenever you are making any kind of changes over here, every time you are making something new, then all you need to do, you need to practically inspect it with the code inspector and see what kind of changes are being reflected into your web page. This is the prime thing. This is the matter of prime concern. And if you are not satisfied with the changes that you have made, if you want to make something your own, something your customized, then all you need to do, you need to copy this class name, as these are the class names, those are being used over here. So all you need to do, you need to copy these class names from here, and you need to pour your own customized or stylized elements or styled elements, that those you want to use in your web page, according to which your web page should be built. So this is the prime concern that you need to remember every time whenever you are trying to build up your own website. Customization. This is the key feature of a front-end web developer, and this is the part that you need to look after. Now here I am using disabled class. For say we are residing at the last page, so all we need to do, we need to highlight that page, and that is why we are using this list class active. Reload, and you can see that this page, it is practically getting highlighted and it is executing no cursor change over here. You can see whenever you are hovering your mouse over this fourth, third, second or first button or previous button is getting disabled, as you have used here this disabled class in the previous button. So I think this is not the exact case that is going to happen over here. So we are just changing this one from previous class, we are changing it to the last class, as fifth page is the last page of your website. So after that you do not need any kind of next button. So next button will be disabled over here and the previous button will be activated. Now in the last case, for say we are using another particular class in the UL class, which is Pagination LG. Get back to your project, reload, and now you can see that all of these pagination things, those are practically getting enhanced, those are practically getting enlarged. Instead of using this pagination LG, now if we use pagination SM, reload, and we can see that our pagination as a whole, those things are now getting shorter in size. So this is the thing that we need to know from this tutorial. Hope you guys have liked this tutorial. If you guys have liked this tutorial, then do not hesitate to hit that red subscribe button. Stay tuned for our next episode of Learning Simplified. Till then, bye.